within power of an ancient lord believe the dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim foes. Beware, beware, the dragonborn comes.
HollstoneTV, Skyrim, das etwas andere Let's Play. Hallo ihr Lieben, einen recht schönen, wunderschönen guten Morgen. Herzlich willkommen zur Folge 240 von Skyrim, eine lange Reise. Wir befinden uns in Reach. Und hier ist wie immer der Mario alias Fouzia, dem Drachenblut und den Hot 5. Und wir quetschen Jakos aus.
An eager helper or a plotting saboteur? If the latter, then I must warn you, there's no second chances within this town. First sign of you turning cloak will have you hoisted in the dungeons. What do you suggest? Confront our foes with daisies and smiles? They'll cleave your smug face in two. Yeah, there's some truth to your words, and I'd be remiss in this town's welfare if I stubbornly defend my stance. So if you're sincere and you want to help out, then we have a job at hand. Oh no, friend. Not attempt, but do. This isn't a job that you can just half-arse and make your peace with the land. You'll have to stick it through, else Mara's going to be receiving another soul. If you haven't noticed, we civilized folk in our civilized gatherings are but an enclave to all the scum that lie in wait, just a stone's throw from our gates. Our closest neighbours happen to be those feral folk dejected from the kingdom's settlements, making the wilds their home. Exiles. Same thing, just different legal repercussions if they ever return to where they were booted. The punishment here is death. Mortafane decreed it so. Even the family of exiles can expect the same harsh treatment if they're ever found to be consorting with their criminal kin.
Tja, das wäre ja nicht schlecht, wenn ich das mal wüsste.
We needed a scout to oversee any contraband smuggling or corruption within our ranks, who may be dealing with the delinquents. The exiles don't pose the same threat as all the other villains in the Reach, but they sure break cohesion here in the kingdom. Always had a problem with our guard, doped up and turning a blind eye to their duties. Sometimes it's hard to distinguish between your own and those rats who supply them. Just what I'd like to hear. Some conviction for your work. Here, give us your map. I'll dot the area that our scout
Dass
shooters
wir
have
Aufträge reinkriegen und
can gander at
was
the whole
erledigen
camp on this
können hier.
uncle, no? Just make sure you're discreet with this venture. These exiles may be dumb, but they ain't blind. Since you're working for us in this brief stint, I just want to brief you on our alarms. If you hear the horns blowing, then turn tail and get back to us in haste. We're on edge for any attacks on our walls, and for good reason. I had a witchman raid not long ago, and I want more bodies at the gate to deal with them. Seems as though every time I ponder about a raid, it happens. Misfortune runs through the land like hot water.
Wir gucken uns alles mal an.
Never seen you before, so I'll hazard a guess that you're new. The sheer state this town must be in for a newcomer to first remark on its poverty. If you're willing to stay a while longer, then you'll come to witness that some of us still retain our civility. Don't judge a book by its cover, they say. Wish that were completely true in our case. And I hear you can get your tongue cut off for having your words stray so close to treason. There's no point in scaring off another visitor, and I should applaud you for that intuition. Many who've come to stay in this tragic town only bemoan the people, instead of looking to who governs them. Keep your wits about you.
Da hat immer noch seine Markierung.
Aren't you busy with something?
Schon wieder so viele Fragen.
Isn't that the question on everyone's lips?
Eben hat er nur noch eine gehabt.
Abandon any hope of reasoning with these savages. Trying to understand them will earn you a dung-covered arrow in the gut. The dam wiped out nigh 8/10 of the men I've sent up their way. All fell by either maddening sorcery or toxic weaponry. The other 2/10 returned either missing their limbs or part of their sanity. You heard right. Like their brains were not clean out of their skulls. Raving mad.
So nicht.
Regurgitating the same strange words that these fanatics mob it up from their black lungs. Ever wondered how a force this destructive and incoherent can keep their numbers up? It's not because they breed like rabbits, though that's definitely playing a role. It's mainly because our very own defect from all over the kingdom.
Ja, das würde mich mal interessieren.
Ain't that another question on everyone's lips? We'd love to give you a reason, but I've burnt myself out in the past trying to conjure one. Seems this dark prose gets lodged between their ears, messes with their thoughts. Makes them violent, bitter and unpredictable. We've made it an unspoken law to exile those affected by this mind poison rather than take them in. Rehabilitation has proven futile. Cold measure. And cold begets cold. The whole land freezing in its misery.
Das kann es doch nicht sein. So, fragen wir jetzt noch. Oder hat er denn immer noch sein blödes Symbol dann?
Keep your wits about you.
Tatsächlich. Ich meine, reden können die immer stundenlang, wa? Das ist auch ja voll irre. Der muss doch mal sein Dings weggehen. Das muss doch mal weggehen.
Get to the
Guck mal, jetzt hat
point.
er schon wieder. Dann müssen wir das auch noch fragen.
Stay alert. Got something to say? That they're thieves. All right, pardon my temper.
Dass die letzte Option auch
I
erledigt
know
ist.
better from my travels that they aren't all plunderers and pirates. Only because not every red owns a ship. And pardon the jab, can't help it. Sometimes you can only laugh when you're dealing with this much dung being thrown at you from every corner of the land. Let's just call them raiders, huh? Well, these raiders swarmed our southern
Musik's laut.
nights, right in the heart of that storm which brought the rivers crashing to our walls. Cannon had levelled the bog, and we soon saw the rats feed among the rubble. It's what the Reds use because their impotent minds being incapable of handling magic. A large metal tube propels a metal ball, or if you blink, you'll miss it ripping right through your skull. These Red Guards have a lot of similar contraptions. Fortunately, the most advanced aren't held by their criminals, but by those with a coin to do so. Another precaution against a provincial war, if I may opine.
So,
It is better, but extremely taxing. Can have a callous mage in a
Ja,
very
keiner
dark
macht das.
situation if he casts in disregard. The machine,
Ist doch-
however, needs no mental operator that must maintain a steady focus. The only thing they need is a cleaning, and someone with spare hands to wield it. Can't say the same for all the mages who've lost their minds from years of gazing into their tomes. So we're being careful when approaching these river rats. We have to gauge what their arsenal is before making our move. But rest assured, we will flush them out, just a matter of time. Keep your wits about you.
ja, das haben wir ihn doch gesprochen. Wir gehen jetzt spazieren. Stundenlange Quatsch macht denn der irre. will den blöden Pfeil da von ihm weg haben eigentlich. Der nervt doch, oder?
Get back to me when you've done what I've asked of you.
Das hatten wir schon.
We'll talk again.
War alles schon mal gefragt. Dann. Aber wieso ist es denn immer noch da? Das blöde Symbol die ganze Zeit. Nur mit auf dem Schirm. Lesen. Muss ja Brille aufsetzen.
Cheer up, people of Arnema. Someday we shall all be dead.
Oh.
Horrific doom befalls the hamlet of Sabbath, torn to shreds by vile magic. It has been overtaken by death, or should I say, undeath. A merchant arrives from Skyrim, bringing news of a slaughter at the Imperial Watchtower to the east. No survivors. More and more ships trouble the waters of Illic Bay every day, as corsairs from Hammerfell continue to ravage our coasts. The orcs still lurk in the countryside, and they are out for blood. Remain within the city walls, or at least don't travel alone. The latest flood devastated the settlement of Forlorn. Bad news for travelers. The village's inn is now serving nobody but fish. The affliction threatens to engulf the Reach, as there have been countless sightings and cases of the infected all over the region.
Hat er gesagt.
Have a care when traveling the Reach. Dissenters exiled from the realm's military and numerous deserters from the Imperial Legion haunt the roads, as well as horse thieves, if mounted travel is what you prefer. Foreign food stealer caught! The once elusive man who ate the feed of cows, horse, and
Das sollen
hen.
Ratten sein. Sehen aus wie kleine Skiboy.
Even manure
Is-
was thrown into
is-
the undertow,
Evo-Babys.
where he will spend the rest of his days. His last words before having the jail gate slammed on him? What's for desserts? Be wary of the skies while on your travels. Before you know it, you could be halfway to the sun in a dragon's claw. Hear ye, hear ye. It is at last possible to reunite with your friends from the east. Assuming you satisfaction.
Kopf. Kein Quatsch, nee. Nix. Was hat der da? Oh, Fleisch. Geil.
Something you need?
Fleisch. Lass mich gucken, Fleisch. Haben wir doch jetzt ein paar Reserven, ne?
Keep safe.
So, jetzt kommen wir in die große weite Welt. Was uns erwartet. Verrückt. Durchgeknallte Welt. Böse Orks, Hexer. Aufgewachte Tote. Nur geile Sachen haben wir. Aber egal, wir sind das A-Team. Stück für Stück. Erstmal einen Anfang finden. das? Behinderte, würde ich sagen. Wie heißt die?
Hello? Get on with it. Hideous things keep intimidating us, making it so we don't get a good night's sleep. Those parasites scaled the cliffs and descended upon that outpost. My son Chateau was there, serving his time in the Legion. I can't imagine what they've done to him.
Okay. Okay, das Rahmen, das sind aber auch Namen, wa? Ja, aber das ist wahrscheinlich auch. Das ist wahrscheinlich auch gar nicht. Hallo? Wer denn her? Zwei sogar.
I see you, scum. I'll break every bone. Damn greedy.
Ah. Die Orks. Ja, böse. Also, wir haben hier keine Bluesbrüder. Sieht nicht so aus. Weiter aufdecken, sonst kriegen wir nie raus, was hier los ist. Einfach alles aufdecken. Da ist doch was. Steinchen. So. Ganz schöne Strömung. Sehr starke Strömung, ja? Dann rüber. Und die Grafik ist auch nicht verwaschen, oder? Ja, ist nicht so wie bei Skyrim. In Skyrim haben wir ja einige Mods. Schon hin. Mal sehen, vielleicht finde ich hier auch noch Grafikmods für Reach. Diese Erweiterung. Aber Morg. Hier geht eine Straße lang. Überall ist Wasser. Hier ist eine Straße. Das ist nichts zum Aufdecken. Als markanter Punkt. Schade. Man weiß nicht. Fische? Fische sind auch Fleisch. Ah, Orks. Aber die Orks besuchen. Warum wir die Orks besuchen? Warum wir so böse sind? Vielleicht kriegen wir das raus. Grund muss es hier haben, ne? Action Cook. Wer ist was? Das wissen wir hier noch nicht so. Wer ist Freund, wer ist Feind?
Das war schon alles.
Ach, Befallene heißen. Jetzt ist mir wieder eingefallen. Befallene heißen die. Was ist das für
You
einer?
came from Arnhem, or are you one of those ridden with plague? The afflicted brother. They used to stay among themselves,
Lage zu
but now they're turning
stabilisieren,
sour,
hallo.
attacking any wanderer on sight. Lucky I was here for you. Evermore has more than enough gold for every mercenary willing to risk his grubby neck for coin. And yes, a situation has arisen
Vielleicht hat
that
er mehr
calls
Ahnung,
for you.
vielleicht wo es hingeht.
A feral beast stalks the paths of the hamlet next to Evermore. Witnesses claim that the beast is stricken with the same sickness as the others
So,
here.
meine Lieben, das soll es für diese Folge dann erstmal wieder gewesen sein. Dankeschön fürs Zuschauen. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet jede Menge Spaß.
Very
Ich
good.
wünsche euch
Return alive.
Gesundheit
There'll be ample
und
amounts
mir
of gold
wünsche
and
ich
more
natürlich
awaiting you.
für die Videos Klicks, Likes und nach Möglichkeit Abonnements. Dann ciao, bis zur nächsten Folge. Euer Mario, der alte Sack von HollstoneTV.